this looks better.
Look how casual I look with this.
You look casual. Boom! All right. 3 meatheads gave their opinion on UFC. You might ask, why do we even give opinions on UFC? Because we're just people who watch UFC. I think that's a good opinion.
Well, first of all, I'd like to address some of the people who, didn't really give any credence to our prediction because, we don't present ourselves as, devout UFC fight fans. I come from a wrestling background and I box extremely regularly. It's just as much a part of my weekly schedule as weight training. It has dedicated time every week, just like weight training does.
I've been trained in Muay Thai.
And I know nothing about fighting, but I still wanted to say the fucking McGregor was going to win.
He just wanted to say Lucky Charm.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. People wanted to go with Diaz, who I would still say is the more skilled fighter, but Conor is just so fucking smart. Like he just said after he won, he learned and he applied the strategy that he wanted to apply, and he came out victorious. I know a lot of people are going to respond to this by saying it was a bullshit decision. But when you knock a guy down with clean shots 3 times, you're gonna get the decision, and so that's just how it worked out. He landed more clean shots, and although Nate may have controlled a lot more time, Conor ultimately had a better strategy.
Man, you should be a commentator for fighting.
I mean,
that was delicious.
Did you see my commentary during the fight?
It was amazing.
I think that during the first round, Diaz looked extremely sad, and that really made me cheer for him a little bit. But,
and Conor ultimately should run a mile every morning.
If he runs a mile,
he wants to improve his cardio.
But yeah, the thing is, he's actually limping right now going back. So they both did some. Dude, they just
I think he just heard it coming off the.
Maybe
could have.
Adrenaline's wearing off.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys got messed up. Here's the thing: is that during the match, you can say, okay, that last takedown, the control. But Conor landed so many more punches. I mean, he just landed a lot of strikes, and it was very close. I honestly don't think if I was Conor, I would not give a number 3, dude. They've done it twice, 1-1, call it a draw. You know what I mean? That's a lot of moving up.
You got it.
No, he's not moving up anymore. I think what's going to be really interesting, really interesting, which has not happened yet, is going to see if Diaz will go down and fight Conor at 155, which is what Conor just said.
He would be tiny.
Yeah, he'd be really sucked up because he's 6 foot tall and he'd be 155. So that will be interesting because that's a natural weight for Conor. Conor's not even at full speed at this weight because he put on more size, and one thing people discredited was when we were saying how much bigger Diaz was. Because Conor weighed up higher, he didn't actually have more functional weight. He just simply put on weight for the purpose of having it because he could. He would not naturally fight at this weight. It's not a functional weight gain for him. It didn't contribute to more power or anything for him. So for him to fight at 155 and Diaz to come down to 155, then you'll see what's real.
I really was impressed by how thugged out Diaz was at the end.
Yeah.
Flipping the bird.
That was amazing. He's a real motherfucker.
Classy.
He's too real for the UFC.
And he just said he's not fighting again unless it's Conor. So that's a pretty bold statement too.
That is a bold statement, but I mean, just watching the replays, dude, there were some shots. And you can't tell that live. When they replay it, man, he caught him a few times.
Yeah.
But, man, all I know is that we were right.
Y'all were wrong.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Except for people who agree with us. And
that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of people who hate, but at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen until a fight.
That's why they have the fight and don't just pick a winner based on paper.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. McGregor wins. It was a tie, and then two majorities for McGregor, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I'm done talking about UFC for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cuddle on this couch. That's not a game.